Yes, you are listening to No Limits with Big John and Julie, and we have our next guest on the phone, Keith Christ. How are you, Chris? Keith, sorry.
Hey.
How you going, mate?
Great. How are you?
Good, mate.
I'm good.
Now, before we get into it, we've got a little bio on you. So, Julie, can you do the little bio on Keith, please?
I can. Welcome, Keith. Okay, so Keith Christ is a resilient Christian, a father of 3, and has overcome significant personal challenges, including growing up in a household marred by domestic violence and facing 2 divorces. Despite not realising his musical talents until later in life, music has been a constant present. A series of life events halted his singing in 2009, but a transformative experience in 10 July 2022, where he felt a divine intervention, led him to overcome drug dependence, alcoholism, shedding over 70 kilos. Wow, that's amazing.
Amazing. By
switching to raw food and a fish diet.
Wow.
Following a diagnosis of ASD, which is autism spectrum disorder, and dealing with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, from a traumatic work incident, along with severe physical disabilities, Keith's faith and a miraculous recovery have enabled him to live pain-free, cease all medications and fully engage in life with his sons. That's amazing.
That is amazing.
His journey to healing was supported by the NDIS and sparked a renewed passion for life, leading him to take bass lessons and resume singing, which has now evolved into songwriting. Inspired by God and his life experiences, Keith aims to bring hope to others through music. Welcome, Keith.
Welcome, Keith.
That's all right.
That's mate, amazing.
That sounds. I mean, it's an amazing journey. 70 kilos, mate. Well done.
Oh, look, it's something that you battle with the weight, and trauma does not help people with their weight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, of course, you've written a song called What is the Secret Tears? What is Secret Tears? What is Secret Tears? What's it all about?
All right, so Secret Tears, it was written because I've met a lot of hurting men and women, especially in the last 12 months. A lot of women I've just talked to out in the streets and parks where they just come up and have a chat. And I hear their stories, and that's what's inspired me to write this song. The way they move forward in their life, there's still a joy and stuff inside, but they're bottling up those hurts.
Yes.
It was actually a 19-year-old girl at a local cafe that I go to quite a bit who sat down with me one day and told me her story that caused me to pen the lyrics for this song.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
Wow, that's pretty cool, mate.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I will say, you've just read my bio, and there's a lot of hurtful and traumatic things that have happened in my life and other people. So I'd like to let listeners know that, you can reach out to services like Lifeline on 131114. Those services are there. There's also Headspace for mental health and PTSD, or Kids Helpline as well.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. What made you want to start writing songs?
Oh, look, writing songs, basically, when I was at school, I thought about writing music, had no idea how to do it, and I failed poetry, and hey, songwriting is a form of poetry, so I wasn't really sure how to do that. Mm-hmm. And then Team Musicare through the NDIS actually put on a songwriting workshop with former Australian Idol winner Natalie Gauchi.
Oh, yes.
So, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was at that point that I really wanted to write a song before I showed up, and with my faith, I prayed to God and said, hey, can we write a song? And something came to my heart, which is actually called Surrounded, and Surrounded is a bit about my life and being surrounded by God.
Yes.
That'll actually be live on Spotify and YouTube Music within a few weeks' time as well.
Another track, eh?
What's introduced. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. So how has the music affected your life then, mate? Obviously, by the sounds of it, it's affected it quite a lot.
Oh, it definitely has. So I'll just give you a quick rundown. Music started in primary school in a school choir.
Yep.
We performed in concerts and actually recorded an album for Christmas. So that was what really birthed it for me.
Yep.
In high school, a friend and I would lay in a dry creek bed during the school lunch breaks and that, and just sing songs from like John Farnham, Age of Reason, or Have a Little Faith. Those were really meaningful to me. So,
I love school choirs. They were all
me too.
fun.
I was in the school choir. When I was in the school choir, it was 1985, 86. It was the centenary of school.
No.
And there was all the schools got together. I got a medallion and everything, and I've still got that medallion. There you go.
Showing your age now.
I am showing my age. All right, Julie, question?
Also, I wanted to ask you about the Natalie Gauchi workshop. Was that really helpful, like doing the songwriting workshop?
Yeah, Natalie was incredible because she really opened up her life as well and her way of writing and different things. But there was also Rick Price later in the year. So the two of them combined, they basically said, just keep it simple. Write whatever comes to your mind and what's from your heart. Try not to make sense of it.
Do you
Just
think
keep
people
it real, whatever comes out? So,
yeah. Do you think people overthink songwriting?
Yeah, definitely. So one of the things that Rick said is he goes into a dreamy state. For me, I suppose that's what I do as well. And I actually do open up in prayer and say, God, I'd like to write another song. And I just go into this dream state, and out come the words into lyrics. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, what do you do in your spare time, mate?
Look, obviously I'm passionate about Jesus.
Yep.
God's my first love in my life.
What church do you go to?
Mate, I'm part of a Pentecostal church.
Okay,
so, obviously Christian faith.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yep, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, look, and I love listening to other people's stories and their faith journeys as well.
Yep.
So, obviously I value the freedom of faith in our community. So, and the social well-being of others. I support people I need where I can. I help them get to support service where possible, especially young men. I find a lot of young men have got traumatic backgrounds in their lives, so being there for them, or we've got a fatherless generation, and even though I've had two divorces and my kids are in and out, I like to be there to support these kids as well. They
really
just don't have that input.
Yeah.
So,
that's fantastic, mate.
That's really pivotal things that you've mentioned there.
Well, mate, thank you so much for writing this song, and I'm looking forward to listening to it now, mate. And we want to thank you. When you get your next song in, mate, please let us know. We'd love to get it on the radio and have a listen. So get it onto us, and hopefully we can get you back later in the year and we can have a talk about it. Just so with the team Musicare, so like you said, previously you weren't really into music, but this has really given you an extra, a boost in life, hasn't it, really, getting into the music and all that sort of stuff?
It definitely has. I mean, I went back to Team Musicare with bass guitar lessons when someone told me about the product through NDIS that I could do that. And I got a bit dismayed with the bass, and they actually told me I'm actually a good bass player. And I laid down the bass and ended up picking up singing again.
Oh, wow.
And
that's awesome.
And it was actually Natalie Gouchy who said to me, hey, you can sing, you should take this up and actually start doing something with it. And if it wasn't for her guidance, I wouldn't be here today.
Wow. Okay.
Can I just quickly ask you, Keith, too, with you, it's, your bio said that you had a traumatic work incident. With your physical disabilities, does that mean you're in a wheelchair?
I own a wheelchair, but through my healing with what God's done to my body, even though I've still got a third of my spine mass missing and 6 crushed discs, I live pain-free and can actually walk again.
Wow.
So, yes, it's an amazing healing journey that God's put me through.
That's amazing, mate. All right, mate. Well, look, we are going to hear your song right now, so would you like to introduce your song, mate, for the radio, please?
Yeah, look, to all the listeners out there, here's Secret Tears. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you so much, mate. We'll catch up with you next time. Thank you so much, Keith.
Thank you.
You don't have to hide no more. He holds your hand. He sees you. You're like a graceful fawn, leaping, prancing through life with joy. Boom amongst the storms and wilderness. You hide the pain so well, gracefully abound in life, with secrets hidden, locked up inside. Jesus sees the tears and hurt inside. Jesus sees your secret tears on your bed at night. He knows the scars from careless words, living in pain from all the loneliness you've endured. When no one on earth sees your pain, he sees, he knows you. He holds you dear. He knows your thoughts. His thoughts are for you, more than the ocean sends. All those years and losses, the pain and regret, he returns to you a future blessing. Jesus sees your tears, though he sees the tears and hurt inside. Jesus sees your secret tears on your bed at night. He knows the scars, your careless words, living in pain from all the loneliness you've endured. The sparkle of light in your eyes, a million stars as they collide. You smile brighter than a noonday sun, a vision of light with love and life. Your words are pleasant, the sound of your voice, a life-giving nectar to those around you. Jesus sees your tears, so he sees the tears that hurt inside. Jesus sees your secret tears on your bed at night. He knows the scars from careless words, living in pain from all the loneliness you've endured. The loneliness that you've endured. He sees the tears, oh, and hurt inside. You don't have to hide no more.
No, you don't have to hide no more as we're wrapping up No Limits for this week. That was a great song by Keith. Well done, Keith.
That was awesome.
I love that. That
Well
was
done,
really,
Keith.
really good. That's probably one of the better songs that we've had from Team Musicare.
I love it.
That
really
was
good.
really, you wouldn't, that was just so
It
good.
just sounds like a regular song that's already being played.
Yeah, and he looks like he's on the right path and what he's doing. He's loving what he's doing. So good on you, Keith. We
Absolutely.
love what you're doing, mate, and
Good on you.
congratulations. And we hope to hear your next song, mate, because if it's like that, wow, that's awesome.